happy new month. In this month, the GIT home tuition seeks to help its followers and also subscribers to actually understand polynomial functions. And so polynomial function is quite broad. We will not be able to cover everything. I'm just being honest with you. However, if you want us to provide one-on-one tuition for you, that one will take our time and take you through the entire topic. All right, so we are just going to pick areas that it will help you, okay, especially if you are preparing to write exams. Now, somebody may ask, what is polynomial function? It's a function which is made up of terms that involve variables raised to the whole numbers powers, okay, and they are added or subtracted all together. So for instance, you may see it this way, that is an, then you have x exponent what, and that means that if here is 1, here will be 1. So it goes in that order. Now n should not be equal to 0, all right, and n is a non-negative. That I'm talking about the power here. It's a non-negative. It shouldn't be what, negative. All right. Now, so a typical example is what you have over here. That is 3x squared plus 2x minus what, 5. Then you have 4x plus 7. Then you have x cubed minus 4x squared plus x plus what, 1. Now, what you have here, you can see that the highest degree over here is what, 2, or the highest power is 2. So in this case, we call this one, that is the second degree, and you can name it as quadratic functions. All right, they are all under polynomials. Then you can see here that the highest power here is 1, but it is not written. So this one you can consider it as a linear function. Then you see that this side, the highest, because there's 3 here, there's 2 here, there's also 1 here. We didn't, it is not written. In that case, the highest power being 3, we say that this is a cubic what, function. All right, so for you to understand this very topic very well, you really need to understand algebra, because algebra deals with what, variables and numbers. And so I'll say that polynomial is like an extension of algebra. All right, notwithstanding, I'll try my best for you to actually understand it. So we are going to start from the addition, the subtraction, the multiplication and division of algebra. And I think this same addition, subtraction, well, look, I just said algebra, but I mean polynomials. But you see, the addition, the subtraction, multiplication, division, they are all found in algebra. Okay, so we are going to look at it. Now, I've written some few questions over here. You have this and that. And the question is saying that find what, j of x, and that is f of x. Now, how do we go about with it? In algebra, let's say that if you have 3x squared plus 2y plus, let's say 2x squared plus, let's say 3y plus 4. What you do is that you look for the like terms. So here you see that this is x squared, but here is 3, here is 2. So when you add it, that will give you 5x squared. All right, this one is y. When you add it, that will give you 5y. Then you have plus 4. Then you would have simplified. This is under algebra. Okay, but in polynomials too, it will be given to you in the form of what, a function. Okay, so in this case, how do you go about with it? You can do it this way. That is, you have j of x, which is equal to 3x squared plus 4x squared minus 2x plus 8. All right, then you have, that is f of x being equal to, so here, this is where the catch is. You are going to add it as though you are doing this, the usual mathematics addition that we have been doing, that is 4 plus 8. You see, then you add it. That is the same thing. So what you are going to do is that, assuming that you have been given 12 plus, let's say, 100, or sorry, 110. How do you go about with it? Usually what you do is that you write the 110, then you start writing from behind. So you have 1, so you have 2, then you have 1, then you add it this way. So here too, you see that here, sorry, is cube. The power here is power 3, here is power 2, here is power 1, then here we don't have anything, there is the constant. So what you're going to do is you're going to also arrange this one based on that. But with this very particular question, you can see that here is what? Cube. So that will become 2x cube. Then you have plus 3x squared. Then you have plus 5x. Then you have plus what? 2. So you're going to do it this way because you are adding. Alright. Now, this plus this, that will give you 10. This plus this, you know, this side is negative and this side is positive. So that will give you plus 3x. Okay. This is quite similar to what I was showing you with the algebra. But with the algebra, they are all together. So what you are doing is that you are grouping like terms. But here with the polynomial, what is happening is that they are in function form. So you are adding them based on the function. So in this case, they are saying that find g of x plus f of x. But in algebra, what you are doing is that you are adding and subtracting based on like terms. Okay. So here you are even adding and subtracting based on like terms. Okay. So here what you have positive. Here is x squared. So they are the same term. So that will become 7x squared. Then this side too, you have 5x cubed. Then that will be it. So this is how you go about with it. All right. Now, can you also try and solve this for me to see? All right. Anyway, let me also continue. So here you are going to also add f of x equal to 3x exponent 3. Then you have plus 4. But now let's look at it. Look at where the 4 is. So look at it. After 3x squared, what is the next thing? Sorry, x cubed. The next thing is what? X squared. But the question don't have that. Then from x squared, what do you have? You have x. Before you come to the constant. Okay. So what it means is that for the meantime, you're going to put probably 0 here so that you'll be comfortable and also familiar with what adding it. Now let's look at it. There's a constant here, which is the g of x. So what do you have? You have 5 over here. Now, after that, you have this as 3x squared. After this, what do you have? You have 2x squared. For this side, there's nothing there. Okay, so you can put 0 over here so that it will be much easier for you. So you can start adding this plus this, that will give you 9. All right. Then, you know, all these things, you are the one who is putting it there for you to be able to what? Easily add it or subtract. So 0 plus this, that will give you 3x. 0 plus this, that will give you 2x squared. 0 plus this, that will give you 3x cubed. So it's as though you group like terms, all right? And this is how you go about solving it. Thank you very much. This is just the introduction. Kindly follow us if you have not followed us. If today is your first time coming into contact with our videos, I would like to encourage you to follow our page for more teaching lessons like this. Kindly share, like, comment, and repost. All right.